Okay. Boom. Let's see. All right, we should be live, right? Nope, almost live. Are we live? We're live. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Deadhead Gaming, man. So today we're gonna be talking about guns, man. We're gonna be talking about guns in Apex Legends. Um, Let me just get. Oh shit! Did I do this? Did I set this up? I don't think I did. Hang on, 1 second. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Let's see. Let me just 1 second. Um, okay. All right, dope. So let's do that. Let's do this. I'll just say it's useful. Okay, boom. That should do it. All right, what is up, Curvy? What's up, CMC? Hi, guys. All right, we're good. We're back. We're ready to rock now. Let me know if there's anything weird, like if the game isn't showing up or something like that. But so I'm doing a little video today where I want to talk about all the guns in this game, and I just want to kind of break down which ones are good, which ones are bad, what my personal favorites are, stuff like that. I keep getting like connection issues with this game today, and I'm not totally sure why. It might just be firing range, possibly. Because if the stream's not laggy, then it's not my connection. Um, but anyway, so we're gonna start off all the way down there and work our way all the way down here, and we're gonna go over every single gun, which ones I like, which ones I don't like, which ones you should be using, which ones you shouldn't be using, and just all that kind of jazz. So let me grab some of these, let me grab some of this, let me grab some of this. All right, there we go. So we're up in the firing range. So let's just start right here. We'll start with this here, charge rifle. Um, Honestly, not a big fan of this gun. I don't think really many people are. It's fine. It does its job, but it does it in a very bizarre manner. So this gun kind of has two phases to it. So first phase is its lightning beam, and then the big shot at the end, right? So doing damage, boom, big damage, right? It's decent if you're just trying to like, if it's your only option, it's fine. It's solid with headshots, but it's still not. It takes a lot of time to get that kill. Overall, I hate this gun. I'm not sure why anybody would use it. It's pretty much just a shit gun. And if I gotta turn down the game or anything, let me know. Because I feel like the game is really fucking loud. So let's turn that down a little bit. But yeah, so this gun is just, I hate it. I don't know why anybody would use it. I hate this thing so much. It takes so long to kill. Like, this is the time to kill on this thing from shot one till death, right? It takes forever. And never mind if you got a moving target, if you're in like an actual fight, this thing is just, it's tough. Now the one thing that is nice about it is that tracing with it. So, you know, chasing somebody down is pretty decent. But it takes forever to kill with this gun. So if it's your only option, if it's the only gun that you can physically pick up, it's fine. But the other big thing with it is that the magazine just feels like it burns up instantly. So you get So you get 4 shots out of it and you're done. Overall, charge rifle, not good. Not a big fan. This bad boy though, the fucking triple take, man. I'm kind of a big fan of this gun, to be honest. There's a choke. Let's see. We gotta. Where did they put the extended mags? There we go. Did they put any? There we go. Weird place for that level 3 to be, huh? But the triple take is actually like one of my favorites. So with the choke on it, here, let's actually finish this guy off. That was weak. So with the choke on it, you're looking at, like, that's a substantial amount of damage. 138 to a headshot, that's substantial. And even a body shot on this weapon is not horrible, you know? 3 shot to kill, not bad. And even without the choke, if we take the choke off of it, it's still, you're still doing massive damage. So the choke is pretty much just for, like, if you're doing super long range. So, like, let's go up here a little bit. Let's put some serious range here. Because what this gun does, and you can hopefully see it here, is it fires off 3 shots. See? So you got 3 rounds leaving the chamber all at once. So if we get up super high, and we'll show you kind of why that choke helps. Let's see. So we got that guy down there. So you can see each shot kind of went right around his head. Now if you put the choke on this bad boy, it'll kind of tighten those up a little bit. Now at this kind of range, it doesn't like super duper help, but it is useful. But triple take all the way. If you know, whether you're a sniper or whatever, it's not the best sniper by any means, but it does work. It is for sure useful. So for energy weapons, triple take is super solid. Charge rifle sucks. Let's dip into the devotion here a little bit. What do we need for this guy? We need one of these bad boys. We still need a stock, and then we'll grab, whoopsies, nope. What am I doing? And then we need one of these. Boom. So I'm gonna kit these guns out just to show you like what their absolute potential is. What up, Mr. Hands? So the devotion, it's actually, let me finish off the triple take. So triple take, nice things is that it's not a ramp up weapon, which for an energy weapon is somewhat rare. So there's no ramp up, which is really nice. It does high damage. The split 3-shot thing kind of sucks, but with a choke on it, you get to compensate for that split, and it actually puts all 3 rounds on your enemy, which is super nice. So overall, for energy weapons so far, that's a big no. Just fuck the charge rifle unless it's your only option. Triple take, super good, even without the choke, but if you get it kitted out with a choke and a mag and everything, you're doing good. Now the devotion, now here's the thing with the devotion. I'm not a big fan of it unless I have a turbocharger on it. So without the turbo, you got that wind up in the beginning. Oops, let's get more ammo. But if you put the turbocharger on it, you're instantly there. God, this gun is so hard to control. I don't use this one often. I'm not really a big fan of it. But like you can see that it does its job. It's a very, very low time to kill gun. Super high damage output. I wouldn't really recommend it though, unless you have a turbocharger. Like you can see the time to kill difference here is pretty substantial. Right? Even with headshots. Like it adds like an extra half second without the turbo. So the devotion is super nice. I don't like how inaccurate it is. Like even trying to control the recoil. So like let's look at the pattern here. Up, and then it just goes nuts, right? So it's gonna go up and then over and do this zigzaggy shit. So even like trying to control that. Oh, I ran out of ammo. What? Thought I just picked up a bunch of ammo. So even trying to control the recoil on the devotion, it's still super tricky to get down, which is my main reason for not wanting to use it. So like even trying to control this thing, it's still all over the place. Like it's so hard to control this gun, especially that first liftoff. It's brutal. The devotion is brutal. But if you can master the recoil on it, you're still doing massive damage. Like, this gun outputs damage like nobody's business, like almost instantaneous TDK. So if you can control the recoil and you can get a decently kitted version of it, especially with the charger on it, like, you really want that charger. That charger is going to make or break this gun for you. Devotion all day long, especially if you can kit it out with a magazine. Barrel stabilizer is a huge help on this gun. Like here, if we take the barrel stabilizer off of it, let's actually put more ammo in this thing. Hold up. So without a barrel stabilizer on this thing, it's here. Let's like just look at how it goes. Like, this is without trying to recoil control. Like, we started here, we ended up here. So like, without a barrel stabilizer, this gun is just it's so tough, dude. It's so hard to control it. What up, Joshy Poo? So Devotion, decent gun. If you get a barrel stabilizer on it, especially like if you can get a level 4 on there, you're actually in pretty good shape. But it's a really, really tough gun to use. The Devotion is really difficult to control. It's kind of one of those high risk, high reward weapons, where the risk is that the thing is going to shoot all over the place. It's really hard to control it, but if you can master controlling the recoil on it, you're going to be okay. You know, you're going to have a high damage, low TDK weapon, which is pretty rare. So we're going to go on to the Havoc now, which is another super good one. Again, though, this is one of those weapons where you kind of really need the supercharger on it. So the way that this guy works is that it's essentially an AR. It's an energy AR. There's no type of like, or well, we do have the charger on it though, so let's take that off. So even without the turbocharger though, there's a windup, but it's not bad. There's not a lot of windup to it. So it's an AR with a minimal amount of windup to it. But if you get a charger on it though, you're firing instantly, which is fucking great. So this is basically what the Havoc is, and I think it's one of like the most underrated guns in the game. Honestly, like a lot of people don't use the Havoc, even though it's solid. Like, it's a very, very low time to kill, and it's got decent range on it too. Like, you can go like, you know, get like back here, and you can still drop somebody. Like, it's, you know, especially being that it's an energy weapon, it's basically a gun with no bullet drop because it's an energy weapon that does high damage at a high rate of fire. So like, you can treat it like it's a sniper rifle if you want. You know what I mean? Like the Havoc is so good. The Havoc is so good, and so many people just don't use it. Now, its biggest pitfall, though, is that you really do need to have that charger on it, and a barrels, or I'm sorry, a stock. Because without that charger, you're stuck in this type of a scenario. So like, if I wanna try to like single tap somebody, so like let's run up here. So if I'm trying to shoot down at somebody, or I'm just trying to ping somebody from a distance, that windup right there, that's gonna make the difference of you hitting somebody and completely missing. Because if, you know, like, let's say they're this and they're trying to move, you know, you gotta pre-aim to where you think they're gonna go. And then you got to deal with that recoil compensation at the same time. So without the turbocharger, the Havoc is super tricky to use. But if you do have that charger on there, you can kind of just single tap it and follow the crosshair, and you're good. So the Havoc, if you got a charger on it, you're in really, really good shape, and you have a really good gun. If you don't have a charger, it takes a little bit of mastering, but luckily the chargers seem to be fairly easy to come across. So as long as you have one, you're okay. But the Havoc overall is so fucking good. Like, it's such a good gun. And don't ever do that. Don't put a select fire on it. Nobody wants that. I mean, yeah, you can absolutely turn it into a sniper rifle. Like, if you put a 4X on it, like, you absolutely can. I prefer to just kind of keep it as like a, I mean, I guess you can do both with like a 2x4. You can keep it as like an AR and a sniper kind of dealio. But I mean, I pretty much like it. This is my go-to scope right here, is the 2X. Like, this thing, I fucking love the 2X. It's like the perfect scope. Um, but I mean, Havoc overall is probably one of the most versatile guns in the game, and I really wish more people would use it. Like, it's just the time to kill is just amazing. So as far as energy weapons go, Havoc, super super good. Especially if you can get like I personally, I don't like using a Havoc unless I have a charger on it, just because that wind up it just fucks you up in so many ways, you know? Like especially in a moving target, if you're trying to do something like medium to semi long range, that wind up just completely fucks you up. Close range, it's not bad. If you can like easily, if you can easily trace your target and see which way they're gonna go, the wind up isn't too bad. But you definitely want that charger. If you're using a Havoc, you definitely want to make your top priority is finding a turbocharger, and then you're super good. So out of energy weapons, Havoc, probably my favorite. Super, super good gun. Kind of have to be in the mood to use it, but it's an extremely good gun, especially when it's kitted out. The Devotion, super high risk, super high reward weapon, high damage, low bullet drop. But you got to be able to control the recoil. Very tricky to use. Triple take, solid, good gun, good damage, especially getting it kitted out with a choke and everything. Good gun. Charge rifle, no thank you. I will never ever run a charge rifle unless I hot drop and it's the only gun available, and even then, it's not very good. Like the damage output is just not very good. So now we'll get into heavies. Here, let's drop this. There we go. So, oh man, so the Wingman, it used to be my favorite gun in the game. Now the thing that's tricky with the Wingman is that your rate of fire is somewhat quick. But it takes a lot of accuracy to use it. So this isn't, it's kind of like the Desert Eagle in Counter-Strike or in Modern Warfare or whatever, where you're doing a lot of damage, but you need to be super accurate with it, especially with moving targets. So like, and now that there's no, what did it used to have on it? Used to be able to put, what the hell was the hop up for it? Was it the anvil? No. What the fuck was it you used to be able to put on the Wingman and it made it nuts? I can't remember. Like when the game first dropped, there was a hop up for the Wingman, and the thing was just devastating. Um, and it's not so much anymore. It's still a really good gun. Don't get me wrong. The Wingman is still great, but it's not what it once was. Um, so downside with the Wingman is that your range is not amazing. Like you get bullet drop. Oh, that's not going to show very well. But you get bullet drop at a somewhat lower range. But the damage output, especially on headshots, is just amazing, and even body shots is pretty solid. So you're looking at a 5-shot death to the body, which is at least on targets, which I think these guys are rocking like what, blue armor, purple armor. So Wingman is high damage, but you need to be able to be accurate with it. Like that's my big downfall is that I'm not super accurate with this gun. So I'll use it if I'm. Oh, what the fuck was this? Did I just get disconnected? What the fuck? Why did it just reset me? Anyways. Yeah, I don't know, man. Firing range is like, it might just be Apex today, but this game keeps like lagging out and shit. So anyway, I guess we'll go back and grab it. So Wingman, boom, whoops, nope, that's what I wanted. And then we'll grab a little 2X for it, boom, boom. Let's grab this shit again too, boom. There we go. So Wingman, it was the same attachment for the longbow. Yeah, and right. The fuck was it though? I can't remember what it was called. It was so good though. It was so good. Um, but anyway, so Wingman is one of those guns where it's like any other high caliber pistol and any other first person shooter, where as long as you can accurately aim it and shoot it, you're in really good shape. So like, So like me, I'm not super accurate with it, at least not at longer, like long to medium range. So I try to not use it. But it's just like a close range weapon, even like I mean, you can't do long range. Don't get me wrong. It's basically a sniper rifle. It's in your hand, but you need to be able to be accurate with it because you only have 10 rounds in the chamber or in the mag, so that it makes it tricky to use. Um, but you know, 3 shots to the head is pretty good. And again, like you can even spam body shots and do okay. But this gun isn't what it used to be. It's still very good. It's still a very powerful weapon. Um, the time to kill is still pretty low. But I kind of consider this another one of those high risk, high reward weapons. Skull Piercer, that's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, it was like extra headshot damage, right? Um, this is one of those high risk, high reward weapons where you get a lot of damage, but it's all based on you. Like you can't just spray and pray. Like you have to be able to be good with it. So if you're somebody that, you're playing on the wrong sensitivity or you're not good at aiming or keeping on your target or whatever, this gun ain't gonna work for you. Um, like that's why I try to stay away from it. Like if it's there, I'll pick one up if there's not a lot of other good options, just because I know that my personal ability doesn't really let me use this gun to its maximum potential. But it's still a good gun. Being able to get a 4 body kill on this thing is pretty fucking solid. So again, high risk, high reward weapon. But if you have the ability to aim, then you're going to be just fine. You're going to absolutely dominate with this thing. And the nice thing too is that it literally just needs a scope and a magazine and you're good. But comparing it to what it used to be way back in the day, it's not at all as good as it used to be. You still see a lot of people using it simply because of its body shot damage. Doing 45 to the body is fucking crazy. Like that's high fucking damage. But it's not what it once was. But if you're into like the Desert Eagles and being that single shot pistol high damage fucking accuracy player or whatever, then you'll like it. But for me, it just doesn't really do it. So now we'll move on to the Spitfire, which is honestly like one of my favorite guns. And again, I feel like it gets a lot of flack and it shouldn't. So we'll kit this thing out. Actually, no, we won't use that. We'll use like a level 3. Get off of there. We'll treat this like your average game where you've come across things that you can probably pick up anyways. So Spitfire, it's an LMG. Like there's not much you could say about it. The spray pattern on it is honestly not horrible. The recoil isn't crazy. The nice thing with it is that it does hold 55 rounds, which is pretty badass. The damage on it is surprisingly good for a weapon that holds 55 bullets in the magazine. So 18 to the body and 36 to the head, which is fucking crazy. But again, I feel like this is one of those guns that not a lot of people use. Like there's the R301, R99 meta, and I feel like a lot of people just ignore everything else. But this Spitfire is fucking nutty. Like this gun does damage, and the nice thing is that there's no actual hop up for it. It's basic attachments, a magazine, a stock, a barrel, and a scope, and you're good. And the damage on it is fucking bananas. And you can actually use it at range too, which I don't know why more people don't do. So it's like we're up here, right? Aiming at the head. And we're still hitting. So you gotta kind of aim up a little bit to get a headshot on it. Which I don't even think I can get a headshot at this distance. But I mean, you're still hitting him at this range, which is nice. And I mean, I guess you could, if you can control the recoil enough, you could probably go full auto on it. Let's see. Yeah. You're better off a burst. And that's with everything. Just so we're all clear, with any gun, you're better off going bursts at any type of like medium range. But Spitfire, it's basically just a crazy AR. you know, it reloads super quick. It doesn't have like some crazy long reload. Like, this is your reload. It's a magazine. You don't, you know, a lot of games, a lot of these FPS games, FPS games, when you're using an LMG, you gotta pop the top, take the fucking chain off, you gotta drop the magazine, put the new one on. Go, it takes like 8 seconds. But this is just an AR. Just so we're all clear, the fucking Spitfire is an assault rifle. It's got a quick reload. Like even comparing it to like an actual AR. So like, right? It's the same thing as this. It's actually probably quicker on the Spitfire. So like, it's an assault rifle. It's a high damage assault rifle with a high rate of fire. Um, there's not much you could say about it. And even like controlling the recoil really isn't that bad on this gun. I'm not great with it because I don't spray it. You know, whenever I use it, I'll do like a 5 or 6 shot burst. You know what I mean? And by then they're dead anyway. So like, Spitfire, amazing gun. If you find it, pick it up because it's super good and not enough people use it. Now at range, it's not amazing, like at like super long range, but it still does the trick. So like Spitfire, pick it up. It's fucking solid. So then the longbow. Now this is one of those guns where like I love it and I hate it at the same time. Now one of the things that I love is the potential for 2 head kills, right? And even more so than that, 4 shots to the body, amazing, super high damage, but the downside is the rate of fire. So like, it does massive damage, but the rate of fire is so incredibly low. Which is kind of nice if you're one of those people that like you need some time in between shots to reset. It can work for you, but it definitely does take some practice getting used to it. But it's fucking sick. Like this gun is so good, and for some reason I see a lot of people just run past them and ignore it, which is just it's just beyond me. I don't understand why, but people just ignore the longbow, and it's an absolutely amazing gun. So like, try playing with it. You know, even if you're somebody that prefers auto rifles and fucking submachine guns and shit, try it. Like, give it a try because the damage on this thing is just silly. It's absolutely silly. And if you can hit just one headshot on somebody and then a couple body shots, they're dead. So like, let's finish this guy off. So like, you know, you're in a situation where you got a guy and you're trying to get him killed, whatever. One to the head, and then the rest are body shots. He's still dead in 3 shots. So like, it's fucking sick. Now the problem is that, you know, again, that rate of fire, a lot can happen in between a shot. So like, you know, let's say this guy right here is trying to get behind a wall over there. By the time you fire off that first shot, he can be behind the wall as you're lining up the second shot. So in order to use it, you kind of need an enemy that's exposed enough where you can get all 4 shots out of the barrel before they run away, which can be tricky. But overall, I mean, the damage is pretty worth it. It is definitely a situational gun, though. I wouldn't recommend using it in like super close quarters. Like if you're moving around with somebody, you know, like you can get your shots and shit, and that's awesome. But in the time that it takes you to fire off your 3 or 4 shots or whatever, they can have an R99 and just unload on you and drop you. So it's a very situational gun, but the damage is 100% worth it. And even if like, let's see, what do we got for scopes here? Where's they have a is there like do they not put one of the 8s? Oh, there we go. So like if you have like a good scope, so like using it as an actual sniper, like the range is good. Like this is solid range, and we're not really dropping bullets here at all. So like aiming at the head is still a headshot even at this range, which is fucking beautiful. So That's the nice part with a longbow, is that the bullet drop is minimal. And if you're shooting at somebody at a range where bullet drop actually matters, then you're shooting at somebody that's way too fucking far away if you're using a longbow. So overall, longbow, absolutely amazing gun. Like, being able to do that, a 2-shot to the head that quickly, would be devastating to any team. So longbow, if you're accurate and if you know how to use one, use a longbow. It's a sick fucking gun. This guy right here, I'm not a fan. I'm not even gonna put the select. Actually, yeah, we will. We'll show. Fuck, I hate using it. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. What you call it in a minute here. Oh, I thought I had a stock. Let's see, and then I need a scope for it. Boom. So this gun right here, the Prowler. I don't know why anybody would want to use this thing. So first off, look at that's just one burst. Look at that. It starts here and ends up here after 3 bullets. Like, it's sad. Now, if you can control it, then, you know, you're okay. But you got to pull down quite a bit. The damage on it is good, though. Like, it's not amazing, but it's decent. And even, you know... Oh, we did put the select fire on there. So without the select fire, you're pretty much just stuck with a burst gun that takes quite a few body shots to kill somebody. And like, the time to kill is fine. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's just a burst. It's a burst gun, which, like, whatever. But where the gun really starts to become, like, somewhat useful is if you have a select fire on it. Like, it ends up having a pretty good time to kill on it. Now, the problem with this gun is that when you start putting a range on it, it becomes super hard to use. You know, like... And luckily, the recoil is pretty much just an up pattern, so you could just pull down and you're good, with the occasional Sidewinder. But, like, it's tricky to control it. So, like, I don't know. I can't really recommend this gun. Like, it's fine. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong about it. As long as you have a select fire on it. If you have a select fire, you know, in a stock, pretty much, and a magazine, obviously, because without a magazine, this gun is trash. Like, 20 rounds is just enough to kill somebody. So if you're in a situation where you're taking on 2 or 3 people, by the time you're done killing one, you're out of ammo, and you're reloading, even with headshots. 4 bullets left. So, like, if you don't have a magazine and you don't have a select fire, Prowler's not really worth using. It's a fine gun if you're just dropping in and it's your only option. Again, kind of like the Devotion, or you know, I guess the charge rifle, even though the charge rifle is just a shit gun overall. The Prowler's fine for, like, early game, like, trying to find a better weapon, but for farther into the game, its damage is just not worth it. You know, 21 to the head is just not impressive. It's just not. So, Prowler, not really that good. That's really all I could say about it. Like, it's fine, but it's not amazing. And it's honestly the same story with the Hemlock, except the Hemlock is better on damage, at least for headshots. So this guy, 3-round burst, same idea as the Prowler, except it is a little bit more damage, and it has a much lower time to kill. So even body shots, you know, a 3 or 4 burst to a body isn't terrible, and, you know, a 2 burst to the head is super good. But again, you're stuck with a burst gun, and the rate of fire isn't that impressive. But I mean, the damage is good. Like, this gun does do solid damage. So I would definitely say over the Prowler, the Hemlock is definitely solid. You know, I would have loved to have seen the select fire be able to go on this gun and make it a full auto weapon, because then we'd be in business. This would be better than the flatline, and I love the flatline. But as a single fire weapon, I actually really enjoy this thing. So, like, what I'll do is I'll take, like, a 3x or a 2.4 or whatever, And I'll kind of use it as like a medium to long range, like a long range kind of single shot sniper. Now the damage isn't amazing, but the rate of fire is solid. So it's like a long medium range weapon. It does really well. And you can't really do that with the burst, just because you kind of, I mean, you can, but in like a real life scenario where somebody's moving around, it's really tricky to control the burst while hitting somebody. But the hemlock's fine. Like it's nothing crazy. I'd probably like, I'd rank it like in the top 15. But like it's fine. It's decent. It's definitely better than the Prowler. As far as heavy weapons go, I'd probably rank it like, I don't know. That's number 1 for me. That's number 2, 3. I'd probably rank it like 5th, just after the Wingman. So it's fine. It's fine. High damage, low TDK, good gun. If you get it kitted out, especially with a stabilizer, because without it's super tricky. But it's a good gun. Hemlock's fine. Now that's kind of the nice thing with Apex is that most of the guns are actually pretty good. Um, you know, there's a few guns that suck, but most of the guns in this game are definitely usable. God damn it, why is this thing going off again? Hang on, let me shut off my thing here. There we go. Right, that's shut off. Right. Okay, dope. Boom. Let me just double check, like make sure it's like actually shut off. Okay, sweet. All right. Okay, so after the hemlock, we have this bad boy right here, which is like one of my favorite fucking weapons in this game. So it's an assault rifle, high rate of fire. It's a heavy assault rifle. Now the one nice thing though is that in this slot you can throw an anvil, which makes this gun shoot super slow, but the damage is insane. So full auto, fully kitted, whatever. The recoil is definitely a little bit weird on it, but it's fine. It's still worth it. Now, if you put the anvil on there, it's basically instant death. So once you get through the armor, and I mean even at that, like 86 to the head. I mean, look at that. That's most of their health gone. That's a 3-shot kill. And there's almost no recoil because you're on single fire mode, which is fucking amazing. So sick. So flatline, with or without anvil is absolutely nuts. Like no matter which way you use it, you know, if you're close range, just do the full auto thing, just because, you know, if you're doing the single fire shit and you're trying to do this, you're probably going to miss a handful of shots. If you're moving, your enemy's moving, and you're still trying to hit them all, you're going to miss quite a bit. So might as well just do this. But at range, if you're fighting at any type of range, as long as you have that anvil on there, 100% use it. Take advantage of it because the damage is nuts. And just to show you what the anvil does, so let's grab like a shitty low damage weapon just to show you. Let's see. We'll grab one of these, do one of these. So the way that the anvil works is that the damage that your enemy takes of just regular health, non-armor. So when you break their armor, the damage you do to them after the armor is broken is much higher. So his armor is broken. So 1 shot, 43 damage, right? And without the anvil on there, 19. So you're looking at significantly more damage with that anvil put on there. Significantly more damage. So, and just to show you, so we'll do one just body shots. without, or with the anvil. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, fucking idiot. I was gonna say, I was like, dude, that damage isn't right. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Now we're on single shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 shot, right? And then without the anvil on there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's 5 shots versus 11. So like, yeah, use the anvil, dude. Like 100% use the anvil. Oh, did they change it to where it just does that damage straight up now? Even like armor doesn't matter? 43. Oh, they did what? Okay, so yeah, dude. Anvil all day long. Anvil flatline all day. Insane damage. Absolutely insane damage. So yeah, flatline, one of my favorite guns. Top 3 favorite guns in the game. That anvil's fucking bananas, dude. And like the time to kill is pretty similar with the full auto, but the difference is that the higher damage means the more flinch. So if I shoot somebody in the head on full auto, you know, they're gonna flinch and they're gonna be like, oh, holy shit. But if I hit them with one of those, they're gonna flinch like crazy and be like, dude, holy fuck, like I'm dead. And then they're actually dead. So if you find a flatline and you can get an anvil for it, 100% use it, because this gun is fucking OP. And it seems like not a lot of people know about it. Like, I rarely see people use a flatline, and I don't understand it because it's so fucking good. So yeah, flatline all day long. So we went over energy weapons. So as far as heavy weapons, for me personally, flatline is definitely number 1. Spitfire is number 2. Longbow is number 3. Wingman is number 4. Hemlock is number 5, and then Prowler in last place. Although Hemlock and Wingman can kind of get switched around depending on what the situation is, depending on, you know, what my playstyle that day is. But overall, 100% Flatline is number 1. That gun is so good. Had to get a sip of my Dunkin' Donuts coffee drink, sorry. Now we'll move on to the popular guys. Let's get into the light weapons. So this right here, the R45. Honestly, I think that this is one of the most underrated weapons in the game. And I know that probably sounds super weird hearing that, but it is. The damage on this gun is actually pretty solid. The only distance is that its range, or its only disadvantage is that its range sucks. So if we're at range going full auto, controlling it, very difficult. Got to reload halfway through the kill. But if you're in close range and you're aiming for the head, like, it's good damage, dude. It's not amazing, like, by no means. This isn't an R99. It's not an R301. But the damage is solid. If I didn't miss that shot, it would have died. But like, the R45 really isn't that bad. Now, when you're talking about enemies with, you know, level 4 armor and shit, whatever, you know, the story changes a little bit. But overall, man, like, the R45 really isn't that horrible. Now, its range is trash. But as a weapon that you pick up early on in the game, there's a lot of them around. I see so many people that just ignore the RE45. And I don't understand why. Like, its damage and its rate of fire actually makes it a pretty good gun. So RE45, not fucking bad. I know for a lot of people, you know, early on, you know, like, let's say you just drop in, and it's the only gun you pick up. You don't have any of this shit on here. You know, as is, it can feel super lackluster. Like, I understand that. But being able to still put out this kind of damage with this thing, especially close range early on, is huge. And, you know, even having let's see, where did they put the level 1? Even having a level 1 extended, getting those extra 3 bullets can really make or break this gun. So like, you know, so no, he's not dead. Yeah, we got to reload. But if you can get all headshots, you're actually in pretty good shape for like a close range, dropping into capital city, whatever type of weapon. So RE45 is not a fucking bad gun. Um, so now the P2020. This is Josh's favorite gun, apparently. For me, um, it's a love-hate thing for me on this gun. Let's grab that. Do I not have that level 3 anymore? So we'll start off with no magazine on it, actually. So here's the thing. This gun on its own is pretty trash. Body shots. It's a lot of bullets, dude. It takes, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 bullets to kill somebody, and even headshots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The only way to kill them with the P2020 with no attachments, with just a sight, is to put all 10 bullets into the head, which is terrible. But something kind of crazy happens when you get any type of magazine. We'll use a level 3, but any type of magazine, preferably something level 2 and above. But when you get a magazine on there with hammer point, this story starts to change a little bit. So that headshot damage starts to change. So with the hammer point, and I always get hammer point and anvil confused. So hammer point is the hop up where their unshield damage is, so you break a shield, and now they're taking a lot of body damage. So you still got to get those 5 shots to the head at least. But then you're looking at a couple of body shots after that. Now, if you can do all headshots, that's a low TDK. Watch how fast that is. Like, that's pretty impressive. But the problem is that you basically need to get all headshots with this gun in order for it to be super effective. So like, I know this is Josh's baby and all that, and am I gonna say that is a bad gun? It's not bad. It's not like the Prowler. It's not like the Charge Rifle. But am I gonna say that it's a good gun? I'm not gonna say it's a good gun either. If you have hammer point on it, you're in decent shape. But besides for that, I don't know. I can't endorse this gun. I can endorse it with hammer point, but that's it. Anything outside of that, I cannot endorse using the P20. Again, hammer point, solid damage. But outside of that, I just can't. I just can't endorse it. Like, it's got no recoil, which is nice. So, like, that's not controlling the recoil at all. So, like, you can essentially just hammer down on somebody's head, which is nice. But I can't, I don't know. I personally wouldn't use it, just because here's the thing, is that this whole gun's dependency on being a usable gun is based on a hop-up. So, like, a lot of good guns, so like the Flatline, the R99, the R301, they're good guns with no attachments. This gun is booky with no attachments, and then it becomes decent once you find a specific hop-up. So that kind of puts it in a lower category for me, just because I don't want to pick up a gun and have to be forced to use a gun that's going to be shit unless I get a specific hop-up for that gun. So P2020, it has the potential to be good, but would I recommend using it as like a main weapon or for you to spend time looking for one? No. Now, don't get me wrong. If you find a P20 and then on the next floor above you, you find a hammer point, fucking hey, go for it. Grab it. Fucking hit it up. Its recoil's really nice. Its rate of fire is pretty good. You can pretty much shoot it as fast as you want, and there's almost no disadvantage to spraying it. Except for that, like the recoil does start to get kind of nutty if you start shooting it super fast. But I mean, even at like that's a pretty quick fire rate, and I'm not really controlling the recoil whatsoever. It's pretty good. But like spraying it as fast as I can, not great. Let's see how fast this gun can shoot. Hang on. Yeah, that's about as fast as it'll go. Yeah, that's the fastest it'll shoot. So like it's fine. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's not great. But if you have hammer point, fucking just grab it. Whatever. Fuck it. Okay, so now this is where we start getting into some of my favorite guns in the game. So R301. Let's grab a. What happened to our other anvil? We had an anvil, didn't we, for the flatline? Anyway, so now we get on to some of my favorite guns. So R301. It's a meta. It's a great gun. As long as you can control the recoil, you're in good shape. So even with no attachments on it, you're still in good shape. Magazine's a little bit light, don't get me wrong, but if you're like early game and you have no attachments, it's still a 1 magazine kill, which is really, really nice. But once you start getting it kitted out, you're in really, really good shape and you've got a really good gun, but you definitely need to find magazines for this thing. And I mean at least level 2. Anything level 1 or no mag, you're in bad shape. I had a customer and came back to it looking like you're shitting on the P20. I'm not like shitting on it, but I'm also not endorsing using it because like in order, like the P20 is shit without hammer point. And if you don't have hammer point, like I'm not going to pick up a gun that I need to get a specific hop up. So like not only are hop ups not the most common thing, but like getting a specific hop up is just not worth it for me. Like it's fine, like it's not great, it's not terrible, but like it's not great. So anyway, so back to the R301, which is still one of the metas. So super low time to kill, super fast rate of fire, accuracy is pretty solid. Controlling it is a little bit weird, but it's good. Now, where this gun kind of gets interesting, and I wish more people would use it, but having that hammer point or that anvil on there is fucking nice. Now, at close range, no, I would not use it at close range, single fire. But at like medium long, I mean, that's pretty dope. You know, and like the rate of fire isn't really that badly impacted from it either. But so like close range, let's look at the difference. So that's your anvil, single fire, TDK, and then full auto. They're basically identical. So if you're close range, just use automatic, just because you don't want to be in a scenario where you're trying to shoot somebody that's doing this kind of shit, and you got to do this, and you know you can't hit him. You might as well just, if you got to do that, at least then you'll have a chance of actually hitting him. You know what I mean? But anvil for medium range, and you're in super good shape. Auto, and you're still in super good shape. Anything past like a range of like this, like anything past like this is probably what, like, no, give me a fucking 24 meters. Okay, so anything past like 25 meters, start using single fire on it, and they probably won't really know what's hitting them. Like, even at this range, the full auto is fine, but you start getting to the point where the recoil starts making your shots go over here or over here. See what I mean? It's still controllable, but it's anything 20, 25 meters beyond, use the anvil or the single fire. And I mean, the thing that kind of sucks is that if you're somewhat far back and you try to use single fire without anvil, it's pretty embarrassing. So like, you really, really, really want to have that anvil on there. Like, you really want to have that anvil. But if you don't, just keep it on full auto and try to stay in that 25 meter range, and you're super good. But R301, super kick-ass gun, fucking amazing. Can't really talk shit about it. It's so good. Hang on. Getting my my nicotine right quick. Now the R99, on the other hand, this thing is like a close range monster. If you're decent range back just because of its recoil, don't try to spray it. Like, even controlling the recoil, it gets away from you. Like, this is the recoil pattern as is, right? So don't bother. At decent ranges, don't bother spraying it. Don't even really bother with this gun. Like, you can try to burst it, and you'll be okay. Like, you won't be in horrible shape. Like that's fine. Like, small bursts, you're fine. But realistically, it's not a great long range gun. This thing really shines though when you start getting into like the medium close. So let's let these respawn again. There we go. Now, if you're close range to somebody, like, you're in hella good shape, dude. Rate of fire is fucking amazing. The accuracy is super good. You can get a lot of bullets down range in a very short amount of time. It's great for taking on multiple people at once. So, like, let's see, with that, yeah, let's try it. Let's see. So, like, if you're trying to take on a full squad, you could do like a still takes 3 mags. But, like, you can put a lot of range or a lot of damage down range in an extremely short amount of time. So R99 close range all day. Thing's fucking amazing. Even without attachments on it, it's still good. Like, it's still really good. So, like, use the R99. Get decent with it. Just use it because it's fucking sick. I can't say much about it. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Now, this little bitch right here, the alternator, is kind of one of those guns where, like, I feel like it's like a gem that not a lot of people use, and they probably should. So, like, 23 to the head is actually pretty fucking good for a gun like this, especially a gun that has basically no recoil. Like, does it have like a spread? Sure, but it's a straight up spread. There's no diversion, so you can literally and just keep your bolts in the same spot. So when it comes to fighting somebody, you can literally just do that. Like, that's almost no recoil control. That's not even like, that's nothing. Like, you just have to pull down and the gun is still super wicked crazy accurate. So let's drop that. Let's get more ammo. There we go. So, like, this gun, super accurate. Now, is its rate of fire amazing? No, it's not. But its range is fucking crazy. Like, even at, like, longer ranges, the fucking accuracy on this thing is bananas. Like, that's nuts. For, like, this little SMG, like, that's crazy. Like, this gun is just nuts. I love this gun. I think the alternator is probably like one of the most, indefinitely the most underrated gun in this game. And the fact you could throw one of these on there, like, it's just stupid. As long as you try to control the recoil, just pull down a little bit while you're shooting, you can't miss. Like, you just cannot miss with this gun. So, like, use this gun. This thing is crazy good. It's like, its damage isn't amazing, but what it makes up for in damage, or what it lacks in damage, it makes up for with just absolute accuracy. Like, there's not a lot of guns that you control the recoil just by pulling down a little bit. Like, that's just stupid. So, alternator, all the way. One of the most amazing guns in this game, and nobody fucking uses it. Now, this thing right here, again, is probably one of the most underrated guns in the game. So, again, though, this is one of those guns where you kind of need specific attachments for it to be great. So, like, get your magazine, your stabilizer, all that good stuff, a stock, whatever. And its damage is good. Even with body shots, you're good. Headshots, still super good, right? Like, 3 shots and they're dead. But where it starts getting super good is when you get that double tap on there. Like, the time to kill just drops. Like, that's no joke. And especially being able to hit those shots at range. I mean, now it is a sniper though, right? So let's go ahead and let's put a 4x8 on there. Let's go see what it does at range. Now, a lot of people hate this gun just because of, like, its bullet drop is kind of, like, shitty. But being able to kill somebody that quick at range is just nuts. Especially getting headshots. Like, it's nutty. This gun is absolutely fucking nutty. Like, it's sick. The G7 with the double tap is so sick. Now, if you're at range with it without the double tap, you can still do serious damage. Like, it's still no joke. Even without the double tap. But once you get that double tap on there, it's just so good. I just missed all of those shots like a scrub. Two shots at two triggers and they're dead. Like, it's just so good. So G7, really good gun. It takes a little while to learn it. Like, I'm still not very good with it. But having that double tap on there is just amazing. And even, like, I prefer to honestly use it as, like, a close range weapon. You know what I mean? Just because if you can just get, like, you know, even a couple of body shots and they're still dead. So, as a long range weapon, super good. As a close range weapon, it's good, but it really does benefit a lot from that double tap. Like, without the double tap, it's not that great. So, like, as is without the double tap, it's still good. Like, that's still a decent time to kill. The accuracy is still amazing. And you can still do work, but once you get that double tap on there, there's nothing like it. Like, it's just so good. So I would say, so for light weapons, what do I want to say for rankings for lights? So for light weapons, I'm going to say R301 is my number 1. R99 is my number 2. G7 with a double tap is my number 3. But without double tap, it's my number 4, and my number 3 is alternator. And then RE45 and then P2020. But pretty much all of your options for light weapons are actually pretty good. Like, there's really not any, like, shit guns for light. Like, the P2020 is pretty shit. unless you get that fucking hammer point on there, then you're in good shape. So like they're pretty much all good options. The RE45 again, it's good for super close range, super early game when people really don't have any good armor or anything. For the long game, it's not very good. But early on, if you find one, dude, pick it up. Don't just run past it. So many people just run past it, and I don't understand it. But now we get into the shotties, and this is where things kind of, I don't know, where opinions differ very much. And it, I don't know. Okay, let's just start. Okay, so the Mozambique, we'll put a bolt on it, and then we need the hammer point. So here's the thing. So this gun is pretty much shit. Some people say it's great. I disagree. Now, the reason that I say that it's shit is because of that 3-round magazine. If you don't connect with all of those rounds, you're done. So, see what I mean? Like even with headshots, you're still not doing great. Like, and this is close range. Like all 3 shots, you're not killing anybody unless you're right here. And even then, like, you're still not going to do it in 3 shots. Oh, there you go. Okay. So if you're super close range, you can kill somebody with the magazine. But as soon as you get to, like, close medium, like, you start running into problems. And especially keep in mind, this is a non-moving target. So if they're moving around and you're not even breaking their shield. So Mozambique, kind of shit. Now, it does get a little bit better once you get the hammer point on there. But the problem is that you have to break their shield to begin with. So let's see. So once you break the shield, right? Then it finishes off their health. So now you're not in horrible shape. As long as you can land all of your shots, they're going to die. So that's at least better. But like if you miss one shot like that, you got to reload. So like, you see what I mean? Like it's just not a good gun. It's just not. I don't care what anybody says. This is not a good gun. Its accuracy is trash. It doesn't make any sense where the pellets go half the time. Like, look at that. Like, one of those shots didn't even, like, do any damage. It's super unreliable. It's just not good. Mozambique is just not good. I don't know why people bother using it. It's just not good. Now, the Peacekeeper starts getting into kind of, like, tricky territory. Because it used to be really, really amazing, and it's still good, but it's not what it once was. So, like, without the choke... you're doing decent damage. It's nothing amazing. And especially at, like, somewhat medium range, you're really not doing much. Now, the thing that is nice about it is that you have a lot of pellets leaving the barrel. So as long as you're somewhat on target, you're going to hit them. But, like, doing this kind of damage with this many shells at this kind of range isn't ideal by any means. And that's where you kind of have to start finding yourself a choke, which makes the gun quite a bit better. The only downside is that it has to charge up. So that little dot, that little ring that's moving in and out as I charge it up. So hang on. So you can see it right there. As long as that dot is on the perimeter of their body, so like there, you're going to do the same amount of damage as you would full charge. See what I mean? So the choke helps, and it makes it much more accurate, and it helps out a lot. But it's also a very low time to kill, unless you're, like, super close. And you can land that headshot. If you can't land the headshot, then you're in bad shape. It used to do a lot more damage, and it was so fucking good. And even that, like... still not a one-shot kill. Like, the amount of time that it takes you to cock the gun. Like, look at that. Not a one-hit kill. So in the time you gotta shoot, so you not only have to let it charge up a little bit, so even at this range, right? In the time you gotta charge it, you gotta shoot it, you gotta cock the gun, and then you gotta let it charge up again. It's a low time to kill. Now, it's fine if you're one of those players that likes to fucking jump around and do this shit and whatever. Like, it'll work. But it's not what it used to be. This gun used to be so fucking good. And it's still fine. But, like, unless you're, like, shooting from this kind of range, like, I don't recommend it for close range. Like, I honestly recommend this with the choke. Without the choke, I really don't even recommend it. But with the choke, I recommend it for, like, medium range. So you can kind of just do that. But close range, it's just not worth it, depending on the gun you're going up against. But, like, if you can snipe with it and kind of keep your position and, like, do that kind of shit, like, it's fine. It's a fine gun. But in the amount of time that it takes you to charge it up, and then God forbid you miss a shot, it's just not worth it. It's just not. Like, it's fine. Like, I know there's a lot of people that still swear by the Peacekeeper, but it's just not what it used to be. And it's honestly, so the thing with the EVA 8 too, so the EVA 8 is one of those guns where there's usually quite a lot of them on the map, and it's fine. Its damage isn't amazing. Its range is shit. See what like not even a full magazine will drop them at like 20 meters. But like right off the bat, like first drop in, it's fine if it's the only gun you can find. But it's just without that double tap, it's just not good. Like it's okay, like but it's nothing spectacular. But it does get quite a bit better though once you drop that double tap on there. The only downside is that it slows the rate of fire between each shot. But if you can land those two shots, or if you can land those two pulls of the trigger, you're good. So it's fine. With the double tap, it's good. Without the double tap, it's not very good unless it's like super early game where nobody has armor. If you can find a double tap for it and you're playing and you like to play super aggressive, you like to play super close, I wouldn't really recommend it that much. It's just not, it's not my personal cup of tea. But I mean, some people like it. I don't know. I don't really like any of the shotguns right now, to be honest. Like none of the shotguns are very good. I mean, if I had to choose, I would probably say Peacekeeper, EVA 8, Mozambique, but I don't really like any of them. The only time you'll really see me pick up a shotgun is if it's like I first drop in and they are my only options. I just can't recommend them. Like, there's really no good ones. Maybe we'll see one later on, but shotguns right now are just not great, which is good, though. You know, in games like Call of Duty, where any shotgun is a one-tap from any type of medium to close range, it's nice to see a game where shotguns aren't just way OP. So, like, yeah. But now we get into the specialty, boys. This thing right here, the L-Star, I fucking love this gun. And I don't know why people don't use it more. You know, I see these things drop from care packages, and people just ignore them. And I don't know why. Because these things are just decimators. They just destroy everything. Like, they do so much damage in so little time. Now, is it the best out of the 3 special weapons? No, it's not. It's definitely not. But its time to kill is super low, and you actually get quite a bit of ammo for it. Like that was one burst. This is one burst. It's so good. And if I'm and the nice thing though with this gun is that because it is an energy weapon, it pretty much has no bullet drop. So like you can still use it at range. I wouldn't really recommend it, but you can. If you're really good with it, you can use it at range. But close up, the thing is nutty. Now, this is probably... The Mastiff is probably one of the most OP guns in the game, just because of this. Like, being this kind of range with a shotgun, being able to pull off just, like, a 3-shot is pretty nuts. But then when you get to close range with it... I mean, look at that, dude. Now, the range, you do have to be pretty close to get that 1-shot, but being able to, you know, 1 or 2-shot somebody is pretty nuts. 100% Mastiff is super nice. A 3-shot from this kind of range is fucking sick. Definitely the best shotgun in the game. The only downside is that you don't get a lot of ammo for it. So, like, if you pick one up, you don't have that many shots. You get 20 bullets. Which, it might sound like a lot, but it's really not. So that's what? That's like... that's like 6 people you can kill, give or take, depending on their health when you run into them. But still. And then its damage does start getting pretty bad at like far range, but like that's still not bad for a shotgun. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're not gonna shoot at anybody from this range with a shotgun, but you can, especially if you just want to, like, you know, snap somebody's shield before you actually engage them. But super good. Super good for putting a lot of hurt on somebody without having to get super close. So Mastiff is hella good, but this thing right here, the Kraber, needs to be nerfed. Like, this gun is so insane, which is lucky that, you know, if somebody else gets one, they only have 12 rounds, because this thing is just stupid. Fucking 1-shot. And even to the body, you're still dropping their shield. 2 shots to the body and they're dead. Even to the leg. Like, you can do... you know, hit somebody in the leg and they're dead in 2 shots. Let's see. Let's get all the way up here. No, let me stay on that ledge. Like, that's just nuts. Like, that's absolutely nuts. This thing does so much fucking damage. Let's see. Would it make more sense for us to go... Like, the Kraber is just... And, like, you know when somebody has it, too. Like, when you get shot, when you're running and somebody hits you and your shield vanishes, and then most of your health vanishes with it, it's, like, the best thing you can do is either hope that they run out of ammunition or just fucking hide. Because if you come across a player that's good with this thing, like, you're fucked. Really? That was a body shot? What? Like me, I'm not good with it. I'm trying to, like, range this thing in. But yeah, dude, like, fucking bananas, dude. And I mean, this is like, that's range, dude. Yeah, whenever somebody has a Kraber, dude, like just hide. Don't even try to fight. Don't try to engage. Just fucking hide because they will fuck you up. But I mean that's it. I just want to kind of like show off like the good and bad about each gun. And now I'm gonna play a couple games. But like yeah, man, out of the special weapons, if you find a Kraber, if you're a good sniper, grab it. Like and just make your shots count. Like one thing that I fucking hate is when I see players pick up the Kraber and they're not a good sniper and they just like they end up just, wasting the shots. I'm like, dude, like why are you shooting if you don't think you can hit them? You have 12 bullets. Like you can kill 12 people with that one gun. Like why are you firing off shots at enemies that you aren't positive are going to hit? Like, if I have a Kraber, I'm not shooting unless an enemy is standing still. I'm not fucking wasting bullets on a moving target that I'm not guaranteed to hit. So why are you going to waste shots on a gun that powerful? Like, oh, dude. I can't, I just cannot get into the charge rifle. Like, I know there's people out there that are really good, and like the fact that it literally has no bullet drop, like, I know that it has the potential to be good. I just hate the system of having to like keep the laser on somebody. It's just it's such a complicated gun. It's so complicated. And I see what they were going for. They were trying to have like that Unreal Tournament beam rifle kind of thing. So like I get it. I know what they were trying to do, but I just can't. I can't get into it. I cannot enjoy the charge rifle. I've tried so hard too. Like I haven't really played much this season. So like a lot of these like the newer guns, I'm still trying to figure out like which ones I'm actually enjoying. But the charge rifle is just, especially because I'm not a sniper. Like I'm not a long range player. So it's just like, huh? Did you say we're not gonna make that? I don't know why that dude fucking ditched. Like, we could have all of Lava City to ourselves, and the dude was just like, nah, fuck that.
First blood. Silence. Check your sectors. Another squad is incoming. Reloading. Beginning. The map was spread too thin. Heads up. Not all of us are in the ring. I downed an enemy. Reloading.
See, like, we could have been good. Like, we could have been in good shape over here. I'm not sure why that dude didn't want to come here. Like, I don't... Like, a lot of people, like, really love to hot drop in this game, and, like, I get it. But, like, fuck that.
Check your sectors. Another squad is incoming. Giving him the chimney. Hostile. Danger close.
I honestly, I think that if they made it where the beam rifle didn't have that, like, whoop, boom thing, and it was just a consistent beam all the time, I think it would be a much more fun gun to use. Maybe that would probably make it, like, way too OP for the damage that it does, but I feel like that would make it so much of a better weapon. Yeah, hot drops are fine if you're like going for frags, but if you're trying to win, it's just not. It's just they're just not great.
Taking a knee. Patching up. Tango spotted.
Well, I guess I should probably get over there with them, hey?
Check your maps. Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Once I'm done looting here, I'm gonna head over towards them.
Watch your six.
Hopefully we can find a supercharger. That'd be sweet.
Kill leader eliminated.
Oh, these guys are like in a clan together.
Taking fire. Putting Oscar Mike. Spotted. Getting shot at. Going to phase. Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
People get so pissed too. Like if you don't hot drop, people get so mad. And it's like, dude, like hot drops are not the way to a win. Like if you're a super duper wicked, insanely aggressive player, then sure. But not everybody is aggressive like that.
I'm down.
Like I really fucking hate playing like hella super aggressive. That's just not for me, and I don't know why people play like that. Like what ends up happening a lot of times if you do like a wicked hot drop is like you go in and sure, like maybe you get like some good armor and a couple good guns right off the bat, but now you have to fight your way out of however many squads drop there. So um like dropping in Capital City. Like sure, it might put, you know, 15 kills across your team right off the bat, but now you also have to fucking either leave the city or defend it. So if the circle's going to end on the city, you now have to like, you know, defend this area that you've been fighting in for so long. You got boxes everywhere. Everybody knows you're in there. Like, I don't know. I hate hot dropping, and like in some places it's fine. So like I don't know, dropping it like what the fuck's that place called? The city up in the top corner. Like that's fine just because of what is it, Skyhook? Just because of like it's kind of an open city and there's a lot of tall buildings, there's a lot of good places you can go. That's fine. But Capital City is all just like short buildings with wide open windows and shit. It's too much. See, but that's the thing though, is like if I'm playing for a win, like if you fucking stole my character, you fucking dick.
Don't be fooled. I'm a man of science.
Who the fuck do I want to play? I guess I'll play as Octane, fuck it.
Harder, faster,
If we're playing for like a win and we just want to rack up wins, fucking never hot drop. Like playing for kills is fine in hot dropping, but I don't really like anytime I play BRs, it's because I want to get like as many wins as I possibly can. And sadly, I don't have a whole lot this season just because I just got back into this game like a couple weeks ago. So like trying to rack up as many wins as I can. And the other thing too is that a lot of these squads that hot drop, a lot of them aren't really like they're not really into it. Like they're not as good as they want to pretend they are. Like a lot of these squads hot drop and then they're not even that good. So I'm like, why would you hot drop if you can't even fucking kill, dude? Like, I think that's my biggest problem with hot dropping with randoms, is that it seems like most of the time they're not even that good. So hot dropping is just an instant death. Oh my goodness.
Gas trap deployed.
Look out! Grenade!
Independent variable added.
Next ring fire.
Taking fire!
First, firing on subjects. Reloading.
Got trouble here!
Placing gas trap. Gas trap deployed.
Spotted on a squad. Arm up. Reloaded. I've been down.
I still see everything. Taking fire.
Down that one. I need shields.
Let's go this way. Making contact with enemy.
Placing gas trap.
That one's out for the count.
My vision is clear.
They're shooting at me.
Subject dead.
Ooh, that's not a kill. And that makes tres. Whole squad down.
I confess, that kill was...
Can't believe I'm standing still. You're lucky, I like you.
Deploying help drone. Recharging my shields.
One minute until the ring changes.
I kind of want to replace this fucking...
Administering medical aid.
I really want to replace this fucking, this devotion, but at the same time, I don't really have any good options for replacing it with.
Administering medical aid.
And your next champion is right here.
Got a hop up here. Prevent fire.
It's go time.
Like, I don't mind, like, medium hot drops, where, like, you're gonna come across, like, a few squads, but, like, the heavy ones where, you know for a fact that you've got, like, at least 5 or 6 squads there, it's just not for me. Yeah, that's the only reason I'd keep this, devotion is if I could find a turbo for it.
I suspect we will find something here. There's a jump tower over there. Dying outside the ring would be... useless.
Yo, took down a cargo bot.
I really hate the devotion though, man. Like, I really don't like using it. I know a lot of people love it too. Like, I got a lot of friends that are like, dude, the devotion's so good. I'm like, bro, but like, is it though?
Prowler SMG here.
Like, is it really that good?
There's a care package coming down.
Ooh, this shit all looks untouched. I don't think they looted over here.
Let's go this way.
I'm literally using all the guns that I hate. Fuck. I guess I can grab a couple boxes.
Stabilizer here. Level 3.
It's like no good drops though, man. Like, I haven't really found any like good guns. The fuck do I have that? Oh, there we go.
I need heavy ammo. There is an airstrike inbound.
Why?
Getting some damage over here. Recharging my shield. There's a closed door over there.
We should conduct a search right here.
Let's go over here.
Squad right there.
Must go faster.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
I suggest we do some research in this area.
There's a squad behind us, guys. Stop fucking sliding.
Noxious gas deployed.
Enemy spotted over there.
I have a subject in view.
Fire in the hole.
Recharging my shields. Pass me that sugar.
Placing,
The fucking keyboard cam, what?
placing gas trap. Gas trap deployed.
They're definitely down in here, for sure.
Enemy spotted. Way out there, like little cucarachas. Airstrike. Woohoo!
That dude scared the shit out of me.
45 seconds.
Grenade out. Thermite grenade.
Throwing frag.
I've got right here.
Rings around the corner, and we've got 30 seconds.
Spotted one. Distant.
Contact.
I think I got one in this house.
Oh, no,
Got her.
No. There's another squad. And that's all of them. Good job, compadres.
Remarkable kill. Placing an independent variable. Gas trap deployed.
Mira, light ammo here.
We are all outside of the ring. I need heavy ammo.
Charging up my shields.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3.
So we can see the clicks. I mean, I do have two webcams. I mean, I technically could.
Care package is coming in. Big things in that.
Enemy real close. About time we got our.
Oh my god, I'm such garbage. Once I get my webcam set up again, I'll probably do it.
Fire in the hole.
Oh, that didn't even get close to where I wanted it to go.
Fire in the hole.
Motherfucker threw a goddamn fucking... He threw a burner on me, dude. What a badass. I really wish that I had, like, not... I shouldn't have grabbed that, I shouldn't have grabbed that sniper. That was a bad idea. I mean, I just don't know where I'd put it, though. Like, that's the problem, is that I don't really have anywhere that I could put, that camera and have it aim and work. I gotta find somebody to make me a layout or an overlay. Like, I would if I could have an overlay where I can like have the cam split up and it looks good, I would. And the ones that CMC made me a while back, I think it was CMC, right? I ended up when my hard drive got fucked up, I ended up losing all of them. So if I still had those, I'd be able to at least like alter them and make them work and do what I want them to do. But I don't have any like decent overlays anymore. I could steal one off the internet. I think they have freeware ones I can steal. That's cute. Oh, that's dope. There we go. I don't have anything to zip tie it to. Like I don't have a like I only have my monitors in for like I guess I could probably get it on my monitor. Unless I might be able to mount it on this PS4, like on the side of the PS4 somehow. I don't know. I'll fuck with it like tomorrow, maybe. Maybe today. I might try to fuck with it later because I have two webcams. One of them is like a 720p piece of shit, and one of them is a 1080p. I could fuck with it. I could try to do it. I don't know if it'll work, but I could try. Really, dude? You guys are gonna steal fucking all the good ones? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you can make like a decent overlay for two webcams, that would like it doesn't need to be crazy. It doesn't even have to like look good. Like just something to separate them, so it's not like a game with two webcams just piled on it. Go get a stick. She says go get a stick.
It's the season opening. It's really fun to do stuff.
What do you think, that I like live in the woods where there's just a bunch of sticks that I can grab? What do you think this is? I could probably mount it on my PS4. I would just have to figure out a way to do so. But I'm sure I can get it on there. Yeah, I do too. I don't think a stick is my best option. Why didn't you guys see? This is what pisses me off is when players like decide to go play on their own, and then these are the type of people that I get pissed. Like, dude, why don't you come back us up? Like, dude, why didn't you come drop with your fucking jump master guy?
Taking fire, brothers. Reloading. No good, brother. I'll take down.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at. I'm down.
Rápido, rápido.
And then he left. I'm on the way. I'm on the way.
Well, I have to leave now because he. God damn it.
Tell him to not be a bitch and like rage quit. I'm literally on the way.
He rage quit because I don't know. This game sucks, dude.
Because he decided to not drop with the jump master who had like a wide open city.
It's not close.
Fucking idiots. Give me the goddamn ammo. Fuck you.
45 seconds and the ring isn't close.
Oh, I need a backpack, hey? Fucking idiots. What a bunch of morons, dude. Like, well, that's the thing is like I know like a lot of them like what ends up happening is they'll, you know, you start dropping in and they're like they don't like where you're dropping for whatever reason. I don't know what to get rid of. Fuck it. And they don't like where you're dropping. So, oh, there we go. Beautiful. Where'd that go? Huh? And they don't like where you're dropping. So they'll just go drop wherever they want to. And that's fine. But then they rage quit because they died. Even though instead of sticking with their team, you know, they decided to go do their own thing. Even though we were going to Skyhook. We would have had all of Skyhook all to ourselves. Which, like, is kind of dope. Like... Like, being able to have that entire city all to yourself is kind of fucking sweet. I gotta turn on my sensitivity a little bit. There we go, that's gooder. It's just so fucking stupid. It's just so dumb. Oh, hi, I was looking for you. Oh. Oh.
Charging shields.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
No key for me? Okay, that's fine. I'll take that level 4 bag, though. That's pretty dope. Not that it's really any use without a fucking team.
It's go time. Hit the ejector seat. Faster, faster, faster.
I know. I just want to, realistically, that gold backpack just gave me extra storage. That's all it was. I just got a level 3 backpack.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Hey, mira, got some enemies right here.
Ugh! I got chonked. I got chonked so hard. I hate playing as fucking anybody but Lifeline. Like, Lifeline is my girl. Like, I don't want to fucking play fucking Octane. I don't want to fucking play Caustic. I want to play Lifeline. Like, I'm used to playing Lifeline. Although Caustic is dope. Caustic is probably my second favorite, just because of his movement and his self-heal. So good. Still trying to figure out where I could set up webcams right now. Because I can't put them on top of my monitor anymore. They would have to go like on the base of my monitor, which I'd have to move a bunch of old shit out of there. Yeah, I'd have to go right there, and it would like be looking up in my nose. And then the keyboard one, I guess I can mount right here, and that would look down. Then I have to just back that up a little bit, I guess.
This is your champion.
Bangalore is great. I also like Gibraltar. I just wish Gibraltar's movement speed wasn't such ass.
Follow me.
Let's land here.
Yeah, I was a little bit late to mark that, dude. Got a bunch of people going for capital. Fuck it.
Let's go this way. Get ready. Moving out.
And then this shit too, where people don't split off. This is, there you go.
Body shield here. Level 2.
First blood.
First blood, and it's not us. Wonderful.
Oh, I love Peeps. Peeps my shit. Throw them in the microwave for 10 seconds.
Next ring's not close.
Yeah, well, right. But no, Gibraltar just feels super slow. He feels super shitty. It's just, he's just... I like his ultimate, though. His ultimate's fucking great.
Might be something good this way. Pass me that shoe.
Copy that.
No! Fucking give me that, you bitch.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, well, your boy needs bullets here.
Let's go this way.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Watch for them.
Train's been hit, watch out. Might be dropping off here. I thought that was a choke for a second.
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
The champion fell.
Wait, what?
Kill leader eliminated.
The fuck just... Oh, I get it.
Optics here. Close range. Let's explore this way.
See, that shit too. When people like come running in and just pick up everything on the floor, that shit fucking irks me so bad. Like, what, like, they cut, like, you know, they're not actually grabbing loot, they're just picking up anything that they could find, and that shit pisses me off. Like, to no end. Like, dude, you don't even know what you just grabbed. You're just grabbing shit because you're so fucking scared of not having loot.
Let's go this way.
45 seconds. Rings
Going
fine.
to explore here. Grappling.
Like, people in this game are just so loot hungry that they'll just grab anything, and then as they're running around, they'll open their bag and like check if there's anything there that they don't want, and then they're like, ah, no, I don't want any of this shit. Let me get rid of it. So this dude marked to head over this way, but they went up into here.
Enemy taken down.
I don't understand it. Hey, thank you, Hunter. A little thing should pop up on the screen to thank you as well, but I appreciate it, man. I really do.
Making contact with enemy.
Reloading. Health run if you need it.
Setting a portal.
Recharging my shields.
Portal placed.
Enemy down. Reloading.
Need to recharge my shields.
Another one here.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Heads up. Care package coming in.
Reloading. Enemy taken out.
Oh my god, how?
Win for me, amigo.
I'm so garbage at this game. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just it's a problem with BRs in general where people are just super loot hungry, and especially like so. I had a game like a week ago where I actually freaked out on a guy. So he dropped like completely away from me and the other guy on our team, and then the second guy was this new player. He had no idea what he was doing. And I was trying to walk him through it. And we got jumped by a squad. I killed the entire team. I aced them. I wiped them. And this first guy who dropped completely away from the team and was bitching at us about where we dropped shows up at the perfect time and just goes through all their boxes while I'm rezzing up our teammate and takes everything. And I'm like, dude, you didn't even earn any of that gear, dude. Like, you didn't earn it. You've been over there crying, and then you come over here and take everything, and he's like, "Huh, you snooze, you lose. Shouldn't have res that guy." I was like, "Dude, you're a scumbag, bro. Like, fuck you, dude." And that's the shit that pisses me off.
Introducing your champion.
Like, whoever gets the final kill, like whoever kills the person, like give me an option, like open loot, like let them use it, or like let me get first dibs. You know what I mean? Yeah, even like not even a full wipe, just like a kill. Like you kill somebody and your team comes over and just takes all of it.
This might be a good place to
Like really, dude? Like really?
Copy that.
Once we're clear of the tracks here, or the mountain right about now.
enough lambing around. We dropping.
I'm flying.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
We're going over here.
Open the box, guy.
Body shield here. Level 1. Body shield here. Level 1.
I really don't need that much ammo for the fucking wingman. We'll save it up, and if our teammates need some ammo, well, we got it.
Backpack here. Level 1.
New kill leader appointed.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
Havoc here. Eva 8 here.
See, and like I don't know, like I want to do that, like I want to loot before I res, but then like I feel like a dick because I'm like, dude, like clearly, like, now I'm being the one that's loot hungry. You know what I mean? Like, it just, dude, it sucks, man.
New kill leader.
There's
Guard
just
watch
no
out.
good way around it.
Watching. Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 3.
Might be something good this time.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's just a problem in general. Alternator all day long. The RE45 is not bad though.
Down a cargo bot.
Like the RE45 is not terrible, but alternator all day.
The ring isn't far.
Deploying health drone.
God, I didn't mean to do that, and I do it all the time. I think my W key gets stuck on my Q key or something. Because that happens, like, on a regular basis, and it's not even...
Far. 45 left.
And I'm not even hitting the key.
Here I go.
Did they loot in here already?
Seconds left on the clock. The ring's close. Using grapple. R99 here. 10 seconds. The ring is
I can
fairly
use that.
close. I can see that the ring's moving on the map.
The champion made a poor choice.
I feel like these servers are, like, fucking crazy laggy right now. And I can't tell if it's just me or if, like, these servers are actually fucked up. Because I know there was something wrong with them, like, 2 weeks ago. I kept getting disconnected, like, every game. And then I went and I looked it up, and apparently it was, like, an issue with everybody.
Incoming care package.
This place has seen activity.
Using grapple.
Yeah, this shit's all sorts of looted.
Placing a portal.
Hostile over there. Target spotted.
At the portal.
Zipline deployed.
Listen up, I'm calling a lifeline package in.
Frag out. Frag out.
This is probably a really bad place to do this, too. Where are they going? Guys, stop chasing the fight, man. Let me get some shit in here for us. So, like, I just want to try to get, like...
Recharging my shields.
I just want to try to get, like, armor or something for us.
Another squad's attacking. Focus.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. That bitch was moving, dude. Oh, that's not good.
Recharging shields.
One's pushing you.
Taking fire, friends. Frag out. Arc star out.
Rezzing.
Need help.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Greatest scar right here.
You challenged the wrong person.
See, that's that shit that pisses me off, man. Like, I really hate when people engage fights in bad areas. Like, why would you engage a fight in this town when the circle had just closed here and everybody from Capital City just went here. Like, why would you push that fight? Why would you push that zone? I don't understand it. Like, we could have gone around the mountain and gotten in front of them and gotten to depot instead of going like the most obvious way. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you can't say anything. Like, I can't be like, hey guys, let's go this way, because they just don't listen. So like, it makes it really difficult. I just got to get a good squad for this game. That's all I got to do. I gotta get my mouse dialed in too. Like, I feel like my sensitivity just isn't right. We used to play on 2-2. Let's see if that's where we're at again. I need another coffee drink, yo. Crack open another one in a little while. Another Dunkin' Donuts coffee drink, yo.
Excellent. Time to destroy more opponents.
This is gonna be a good fight. With the right moves, they take this win.
Introducing your champion.
Don't worry. It's easy. Bleed, patch, and keep moving. I'm the jump master. Follow me.
Why? Where do you guys want to go?
Let's land here.
Okay.
Enough lambing around. We're dropping.
Nothing.
I'm flying.
Going to check it out over there. Going to explore here. Going to check out.
Wow.
Enemy taken down.
Deploying health drone.
I killed an enemy.
Enemy taken out. Big up. We took first blood.
We killed the last member. Good work, team.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
Say one. We're all inside this ring.
Alright, 2-2 might be a little bit too high. Because my aim right there was very sporadic.
The champion made a poor choice. Shotgun
I got a guy in me.
body shield here. Level 1.
What?
There's a guy in me right here.
What?
Like he's not pushing, but there's definitely a squad below me. I think he's in the building right next door. The fuck did he go? The fuck? He had elephant shoes on and then he vanished.
You liar, man.
I'm sorry. Homeboy disappeared, yo.
New kill leader appointed.
Keep eyes on the new
My dad always told me, lie to women, not to friends, and I'm really sorry.
Your dad's a wise man.
I know. There's definitely guys here.
Hostile right here.
Oh no!
Enemy down.
This guy's got no health.
I'm taking shots.
That was the last one. 1 second, we got this.
Thank you. Why?
I am taking. More friends are coming to kill us. There's another squad.
Oh, they were behind us too. Oh man. See, this is why I hate dropping capital, dude. Like, there's nowhere safe. You still lie to her. It doesn't matter.
Great. Already inside the ring. Giving my shields a recharge. Recharging shields.
Oh man, sorry for the...
It's okay.
Incoming care package.
Like, my sensitivity feels like it's, like, really fucking low. Yeah, 400, I don't know. Maybe we should be at 450?
Contact with target.
I don't know why my sensitivity, it feels like it's super, super slow. Even though, like, it shouldn't be. Like, I don't know, man. This new mouse, I love it, but it's... I don't know. It feels very weird. Like, it just doesn't quite feel right. And I'm still trying to figure out how to exactly dial it in. Which I, like, you know, you would think that, like, you know, playing on one mouse at 400 DPI at 2.0 in-game sensitivity would feel the exact same on the other mouse because they're just numbers. You know what I mean? They're universal numbers. You know, the sensitivity in the game is universal. The DPI you set your mouse to, that's a universal number. That's a universally registered number. But it's not. It doesn't feel the same. Going from, you know, one sense on one mouse to another, even though the numbers are the same, it doesn't feel the same. And it's you know, I don't know if it's got to do with the shape of the mouse or the weight or whatever, but it just doesn't feel the same. And I thought going back to a Logitech MX518 was going to kind of like make me, you know, have a mouse in my hand that I remember fondly as feeling really good. And it's a very accurate laser, which is nice. Like, it's a really accurate laser.
Rack and clear. I'm ready.
But oh my god, it's like craziness. It feels so different.
Introducing your champion.
We'll see. 450 at 2.2 should be about what we were on before. It should feel close.
I'm the jump master.
Why am I the jump master every time?
I say we land here.
See, now this almost feels too fast.
Roger. Get ready. Moving out.
What up, she's got aim? How you doing? You're gonna have to, yo, break off, Saucy. Break off, buddy. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Let's see. How does? Yeah. See, this feels fast. I guess not though.
Tastes like victory.
I guess this kind of feels all right. I don't know. I guess we'll know when I get in a gunfight if my aim is like all over the place or not. I don't know why I picked up that light ammo. Can't really use it right now. Can't use that anvil either. Hopefully we find a an R301. That'd be pretty fucking sweet. Start off with an anvil right off the bat, dude. Shit. Let's see. Yeah, we can use that. There we go. That's what we needed. Yeah, we're gonna swap out that for that because I don't want to be running around with a peacekeeper if I can avoid it. Come back for that. Actually, let's grab this too while we're here.
Light ammo here.
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader. Go on, watch
Yeah,
out.
see that feels super fast. Oh, that feels good. That feels right. Yeah, 2.0 seems. Yeah. I think that's what we'll stick with. Is 20450.
Champion eliminated.
Champion made a poor choice.
Isn't there some boxes over here? Am I making that up? No, oh, I thought there was like 3 boxes right there.
Confirmed hit on cargo bot.
Get.
Got a hop up here.
Alright, let's boogie into here. Why did I didn't even click my mouse. The fuck was that? I'm telling you, man, this shit's haunted, man. This mouse and keyboard I got is fucking haunted.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
I could use that. Helmet here. Level 2.
There we go.
We're inside the ring. Got the positional advantage.
It'd be really nice if we were able to get ourselves a, You out there pushing out?
Thermite grenade.
Throwing thermite grenade. Frag out. Frag out.
Look out, grenade.
New kill leader. Watch for them.
I'm getting shot at. Here's your birthday present.
Spotted. Double timing it. Taking fire. Care package coming in. Enemy down. Taking shots.
Oh my god, I'm so trash.
He's lead. We're down. Displacing. Hostile close.
She's shielding. One shot.
Reloading.
Maybe she's not one shot. Okay, I can fire.
Reloading. Setting shield, healing ya.
Yeah, I think she had like a level. No, she didn't.
Give my shields a recharge.
That was so weird. How does she fucking get her shields up there? Another squad coming in behind us. Holy fuck, dude. Oh my Christ.
I've been down.
Dude, their aim is insane.
Thermite grenade out.
Holy Christ.
Off the right. I'm spotted. Getting shot at.
One to explode over there.
How the fuck did they hit me that hard that quick?
Step quieter next time.
Jesus Christ. I always get iffy when somebody that far away lands like 4 or 5 perfect shots with a wingman, and like the first 2 are on your head, and then as you run, they catch you again 2 more times. Like, it's always so sus to me, dude. Like, every time. Like, I just don't understand how somebody can have such good aim that while they're strafing, they ping you twice in the head, and then, like, I was behind the rock and he still hit me twice. Like, god dang, dude. We just gotta use to playing Apex again. Like, it's been so long since we've like legitimately played this game, and, like, actually like really tried getting into it. What, dude? There's always like crud on my mouse pad. I don't know where it comes from, and I have no other way to describe it except for just crud. This is like one of my favorite skins in the game. I don't know why either.
I do not care who makes the kill.
I think it's the gloves. I think it's like the ice gloves that just look so sick, dude.
All that matters is being the last one alive.
Introducing your champion.
You know what I look like. Come find me.
I mean, yeah, you look like every other Wraith in the game.
I'm the jump master.
Why? Every time I'm the fucking...
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
Let's land here.
Did you see how great I was? I did all kinds.
Get ready. Moving up.
I swear, I'm the jump master like 9 times out of 10. Going for the pyramid building right here. I have good luck in that building, and I'm not sure why, but seems like every time we go in there, we at least get like semi-kitted.
Attention. First blood.
First
All right,
blood.
hook me up with the charger here, Apex. I got a squad right here.
Next ring. A net positive result.
Coming into my house.
On my way.
Yeah, they know I'm in here for sure.
Firing on that cargo bot. Optics here. Close range.
Hostile close. Firing.
Pushing outside. Christ, they're up in the Skyhook building. Yeah, I'll be on. I'm probably gonna hop off here in a little while, and then I'll be back on tonight.
Placing gas trap. Independent variable added. Gas trap deployed. Gas trap deployed.
Target over there.
We could probably get out the back door.
Spotted a subject over there. Independent variable added.
Warning. Ring closing.
We find ourselves inside the next ring. How serendipitous.
The fuck are they?
Attention. Delivering care package.
Those care packages likely shift the delta in our favor.
Yo, I really hate that this is this quiet right now.
We can push.
It has me so on edge. Not even like that. It's just like I get so on edge when we know there's somebody next to us, but like they're not even peeking.
Let's just keep looting. Let's go around everywhere. Just
All right, you want to head towards like west side?
want to head this way.
All right. Well, that's where. Keep in mind you got guys over there too.
I think there's a squad pushing into the city from the other side.
Attention.
Yeah, we could
There
get
is
that.
a new
That's
kill leader.
probably them.
New kill leader. I must confess, it's what I long for.
Anyone running energy?
No, I got heavy and light.
Okay, they're right in front of us, guys. Two teams. Heads up, don't get caught in the middle.
Extend optics here. Sniper. I have a subject in view. Right here.
I think you see.
Yeah, he's right there.
Enemy spotted.
One of them's hella lit.
Don't want to. Oh my god, stupid thing. Holy shit.
Target spotted.
He's right behind the res.
My vision is clear.
Punching a tunnel. Portal's ready.
I broke shield.
Oh my god, no health.
Whole squad wiped.
How did I not kill her, dude? Nope, nope, nope. On the roof. Am next to the house. Why is your gas hurting me?
No idea.
He just killed.
I gotta move.
He just killed me with his gas. The fuck? What just happened, bro? Why did his gas kill me? Is that a new thing where when you're down, your teammate's gas hurts you?
I'll try to do a recovery mission.
The fuck was that? I'm still so confused of why your gas killed me. Is that a thing? Like, does team gas hurt? Like, I know when you're up and running around, it doesn't hurt you, but...
Them, dude.
There was no traps there. The only trap that was there was yours.
Oh, if they shot it, but I don't know if it should hurt you.
I didn't think it.
To get you, bro.
That's so weird, dude. That's so fucking weird.
Spotted one.
I think they know I'm here. Fuck me. I don't know what to do here. They see me. Oh yeah, no, it's a caustic. They're there. Oh, they're just camping. Fuck, that's lame.
What a baller move, dude. That trap just gave away his only positioning. Oh, that sucks so bad, dude.
They see me.
Yeah, they're on you.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Suicide run start. They're not getting my loop off. GG, boy.
Good game, homie. Oh, man, that was good. Those dudes, yeah, that's like the worst position to be into, is like trying to get out, but the other team is just so hungry for kills that they're just like, nah, yo, we're gonna chase this dude all the way across the city just for that one extra kill. Just because, like, why not? It's not like the circle's gonna end on this city and we need a good position. Let's just chase this dude. Like, that's so ballsy. That's such a ballsy play, and I don't even think teams realize it. Like, think about it this way. That one player, right? You've heard him enough. You know that he's burned through some of his meds, so his stock on stems is down. You know that clearly he doesn't have that good at guns because he shot at you with an alternator and then a fucking whatever the hell it was, a P20 or whatever. It's like, you know, his arsenal isn't that amazing. You've put damage on him, and he's now the only place that you can put him is in the wall. So he's now outside of the circle. You know he's taking damage, and instead of just letting it go and like going to get a position where you can hold the rest of the next 3 circles, like, you've now given away your position. You've given up any high spots that you could possibly have because every team on the map is now heading towards Skyhook to get their positioning. It's just ballsy. It's so ballsy to chase somebody that far.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Remember me tell you.
It's honestly, that's a risky fucking play. That's such a risky play.
Introducing your champion.
Follow my path to win.
Baller. Shot caller. Alright, Rich. What? Rich Arizard? That's, Okay. Okay, Rich. You got this, buddy. Ah, dude, why would you drop us here? Of all the places we could go.
Getting shot at. Boys jumping.
Reloading.
I'm down.
Down that one. Then there were two. Keep up with me, compadre. Reloading. They're shooting at me. Boom. Another one down.
Round 1.
Reloading.
Beginning ring countdown.
Next far.
Right here?
Fire. Reloading. Thermite grenade out.
Charging shields. Come on. Come on.
Reloading. Enemy down.
Last one's a Wraith running up the stairs.
Out for the count.
Nice.
That makes three. Whole squad down. Reloading. It's go time.
Alright, where are you at, my boy?
Got the banner. Should head to the beacon.
Here, take this.
Come on. Stay alert. Recharging my shields.
Let's get you in, boy. Alright, let's hop up on this piece right here. Shazam. Jump over to this piece right here. Ba-boom. Nah, we don't want no shoddy bolt. Okay, did they loot in this,
New kill leader. Eyes out for him.
I need it.
Yeah, they looted in here.
Body shield here. Level 2.
I could use that.
Contact with hostile.
Nope, sorry.
Longbow here.
That's what I was trying to do.
We've got 45 seconds. If you don't got robotic legs, you need to move.
Yeah, non-robotic trash.
You dog.
Fucking superior robotic limbs. Oh. Yeah, we'll take one of those.
Got a hop up here. Hammer point.
Oh, we gotta go far as fuck.
Let's go this way.
It's go time. Ha! Hitting the eject button.
Rings moving.
We gotta go so far, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Why? Why did I not look earlier to see how fucking far we'd have to run? I don't have a sight on this R99 either, which is gonna be super difficult.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharge.
Looks like a care package is coming in. Big things in that.
Sure are split up. Hey,
I need a sight so bad, dude. Like, even a 2x or a 1x would be fine. I just hate using that standard sight. Like, it's not horrible. It's just no zoom at all.
Got an enemy out there.
Did they change, like, the slide speed? Like, I feel like I'm not sliding at all. Squad just came out of the tunnel.
Contact.
Taking fire. Grenade out.
Firing.
Frag out.
Thermite grenade.
Taking shots. Need to recharge my shields.
Throwing axe down.
Charging on my shields.
Down.
Must go faster.
This fucking lifeline in her havoc. That's such a bad place to be, dude. Such a bad place to be. No, I don't want to borrow your girly glasses. Glasses are for girls. Real men, we don't wear glasses. We just struggle and then, you know, bitch about how we can't see anything. Although I did, so like, oh god, like a year ago, I want to say, I bought those colorblind gunner glasses, the ones that are like $100, and they're like, oh yeah, if you play video games a lot, it'll not only help with eye strain, but it'll also help color correction. And I was like, oh man, like that, it was either the $100 like gamer gunner glasses, or I could spend like $300 on like the whatever the hell they're called, the ones that are like colorblind fixing glasses. So I went out and I bought the gunner ones, and all that it did was just put like a blue filter over life. And like you couldn't even see colors in the game. Like everything just looked blue. And so like I emailed the company and I was like, how does putting a blue filter on everything fix color blindness? And they're like, oh, well, it's for this specific type of color blindness. And I was like, it doesn't even say that on the box. It just says for color blindness. And they were like, well, yeah, that's the most common type. And I'm like, y'all are fucking stupid, dude. Like, not only is it bullshit marketing anyway, like, there's no glasses out there that are gonna fucking fix color blindness. Like, let's just be straight up about that to begin with. But like, they're gonna help maybe a little bit with people who were like blue-green colorblind, and like you don't even put that on the package. Like, like why? Why wouldn't you put it on the package? Like if somebody's like green colorblind and they buy those, they're gonna be fucking pissed. Like me, that's like every type of colorblind. Like I was pissed. I spent $100 on them, and then the worst thing is that Best Buy wouldn't take them back because it counts as like a I can't remember what the category was, but there's certain types of items that they pretty much just won't take back at all unless it's like within like the first day, and I'd had them for like a couple of days before I decided to bring them back. And so like I got stuck with these fucking things. And then Gunner on their box, they say like, oh, we guarantee you that we'll take back any return that you might have. And so I was like, sick. I was like, I can just ship them back to the company. And the company wouldn't take them back. And I was like, y'all are liars. It says on your package that I could return these whenever I'd like. And they're like, well, yeah, as long as they're not opened. It's like, well, how would I know if I hated them if I didn't open them? Like, how can I make a valid opinion on your product if I don't even take it out of the box? Like, how would I know if they're, like, broken or, like, whatever. And they're like, well, that's why you always do a visual inspection when you buy a new product. And I was like, so if I bought them and like one of the little like ear things, like the little like arms, like if one of those was snapped fresh out of the box, you wouldn't take it back. Like even though like they were broken out of the package. And they're like, well, if you could prove to us that they were broken out of the package. I'm like, so what? So like whenever somebody buys your product, they should like record themselves opening it out of the box. Like that's fucking that's madness. Like that's fucking insanity. And she was like, well, you know, sir, she's like, I don't, that's our policy. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, your policy is shit, and so are you, dude. Like, fuck you. I was pissed. I was so pissed. Yo, why is this dude following me? Like, get away.
Level 3.
Alright, let's see. Wow, 3 chest armors, huh?
Let's reposition here.
Why are we pushing into the city? This seems like a bad idea, doesn't it? Like, does this not just, like, sound like the worst idea humanly possible? How did I miss that? Come on!
Took out a cargo boat.
We have the benefit. We are inside the ring.
Helmet here. Leather too. Breathe easy. I got a vault key. Might be something good this way.
I say we go for it. You guys want to go? Are we going for the vault or no?
Care package being delivered.
Shotgun ammo.
Because I mean, we got time.
Spreads just right.
Like that circle's gonna hurt a little bit, but it won't. We won't be in it too long.
Attention. The kill leader has been
It's a terrible idea to push into the city. Like, I don't know why people do it. Like, I get it. Like, it's a good position, like early game or whatever. But like pushing into the city after like everyone's already been looted and like we're actually not even in that good a shape loot wise. Like, it just doesn't make much sense to me. A team just rezzed on our right hand shoulder. I'm gonna keep pushing into the vault though.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Careful. New kill leader.
I open the vault. Come get your wedding presents.
Shotgun ammo here.
Alright, let's see. So, I'm trying to get up towards the top here. At least have cover here. Now I'm pretty sure we got a squad chilling here somewhere.
Come on, Mitcha. Say hello. Calling in a lifeline package.
Using a med kit. 1 sec.
Knockdown shield here. Level 3.
Wow, I don't have a backpack still? What? Really? How does that even happen? The fuck? Nah, it's all good, man. I appreciate it, though. I really just gotta find like a 1x or a 2x or something right now.
Putting light down range. Come on in. Force is waiting. Off the mic. Spotted. Smoke out. Recharge.
Look out, grenade.
Taking fire. Give my shields a recharge.
I'm down.
Wow. I want to know, like, how do people move that quickly? Like, how do people fucking move that goddamn quickly? It's crazy to me. Like, they just go bursting into doorways and shit, and then, like, immediately duck out. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, I feel like, and I know this probably just sounds like sore loser shit, but I feel like there's a really large portion of this game's community that uses some type of cheat, and it just gets put to the side because this is one of those games where, like, you play so fast paced that having somebody flick shot you or just like W through a door or whatever, you just don't think about it. But I feel like there's definitely like there's a good chunk of this community that fucking cheats their way into whatever. You know, like I wouldn't be surprised by that, like at all. Like not even a little bit.
This is your champion.
Something wrong with your head if you fight me.
Good, I'm the jump master.
Why? Why am I always the jump man? Dad, I don't want to.
Let's land here. Enough lambing around. We dropping.
I mean, sure, why not? Like if you put it in a bowl and then slap it, it's kind of like a bongo.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
There's a triple take here.
see. What do we got? Nothing. We have more than enough longbow rounds, too.
I see a havoc weapon here.
I see a havoc weapon? Is that really what he says?
Got a hop up here. New kill leader. Go on, watch out. Got a hop up here. Select fire.
Wow, there was like jack shit worth of loot over here. Hope these guys got some good stuff. Like, I mean, we did fine. Like, we got guns, we got ammo. Like, we're okay. But, like, overall, like, it's not great loot. Like, it'll work, you know? The only reason I don't relinquish is because half the time, the person doesn't even notice that they become the jump master. And then it also opens up to, like, the distinct possibility that whoever the jump master is gonna fucking, like, have you, like, go somewhere really fucking stupid.
Peacekeeper here. Body shield here. Level 2.
Squad just rezzed up over here.
Sure, we're already in the ring.
R301 here.
Firing.
What are you shooting at, dude? What are you doing?
I downed an enemy.
Frag out.
Reloading.
Frag out. Enemy down. I'm getting shot at. Reloading.
Watch yourself. There's another squad attack.
Reloading. Enemy down.
Reloading. Last member.
Setting shield. You'll be alright.
Thank you. Hold on. Shields recharging.
Recharging.
Ow!
Some hits on me. Reloading. Enemy coming down.
She's lit.
Contact with target.
Oh, there's two of them now. Dude, I need to stop using that longbow. Like, I'm just not good with it at close range. I'm just not. Like, I'm not a sniper in this game, man. I feel like sniping in this game is for a very select type of person, and I'm not that type of person. All right, I'm probably going to play one more. And then I'm going to hop off for a little bit and just kind of chill. And I'll be back at like 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll also see if I can figure out a way to set up these two webcams and have them both work properly. Get one on the keyboard. I really don't know how I'm gonna do that. Like I know what they sell like stands specifically made for that. But I'm not doing that. I'm not buying one of those. That's crazy. I'll bet you I could just wedge it on the top layer of this fucking PS4 and it'll just be fine. I'll bet you money. It's one of the season pass ones. You get it really quick too. It's like level 25 or 30, I think. Like you get it in a day. Well, 2 days maybe.
Go on, try to stop me.
And I have like no skins for any other character. I have Caustic, his is okay. I got Pathfinder. But, like other than that, like I don't have any good skins. I have that same Caustic skin. That's one of the battle pass ones.
Ineptitude is the true killer.
Although the new season for Apex is going to be sick. On the 14th, they're starting up their live event thing, where they're going to have like different game modes every day for like 2 weeks. I don't think you got to pay for it. I'm pretty sure it's free. It just comes with the game.
How about here? I'll try and keep us under the radar.
Dude, what are you doing? Dude, you fucking idiot. Why would you drop us like this?
Placing an independent variable. Independent variable added.
I'm stuck with a goddamn Mozambique.
Gas trap. Taking fire. I still see it.
Look how shit that gun is. 5 shots, and she's probably still got like half her health.
Here goes the first. They'll get the rest.
Alright, we'll play one more, because that was like the dumbest drop of all time. Like, why would you drop us at the back door when every other team is going to the back door? Like, it's such a stupid thing to do. Like, if you're gonna drop us like at the back, like at least put us like in one of those funnel houses where there's like 12 drops all in one spot. Like, don't fucking drop us like in the middle of the back door, you dumb fuck. Like either drop us at one of the front gates for the train, or just don't drop us there at all. It's such a stupid thing to do. I not believe this. Fucking dude drops us at the back gate. Idiot.
It's time to impress.
And then I got stuck with a Mozambique, dude. Like, oh god, it's such a terrible gun. And she was bad too. That lifeline was terrible.
There's a win out there waiting for us.
Powered up and ready to go.
This is your champion.
Life is meant to die. Accept your fates.
Let's see where this guy puts us. I got a feeling it's not gonna be anywhere good.
Here we go. It's a long drop. Fun. Woohoo! Is that how I do it?
Opening fire.
Really?
Frag out.
Next ring's not very close.
Say, one squad knocked.
Damage.
Wow.
Opening fire.
Dude, that fucking,
Step quiet on rings time.
that grenade was fucking crazy. How did she get that up there, like, and have it perfectly land on me? That was amazing. I don't know, green and black, I guess? That's kind of like the theme of the channel. I guess that'd be fine. Thank you, I appreciate you. That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna call it for right now. I'll come back in a couple hours and we'll fuck around a little bit more. I'll see if I can get these webcams working for that as well. I doubt I can, but I'll try. All right, guys, I will see you a little bit later on. Peace.